Okay. Hey, this is Tor. I'm the dialogue guy. Chief sound guy is my official title, but I'm the dialogue guy here at Here Kitty Studios. And what I'm showing right now is how to use this, how I use FabFilter Pro Q2 for dialogue matching. Works for interviews. I use it a lot for interviews in documentary, but also works for dialogue fairly well if it's recorded like two different angles, 2 different days, something sounds different. If you're matching a boom to a lav, sometimes it works. Not always, but sometimes. But here's something that I recorded earlier today for your listening pleasure. I'm talking about something that has nothing to do with anything, and that's that. And I'm still talking about that thing, even though I'm talking on a different microphone in a different room. All right, so I prefer this second one. I'm probably biased because that's the microphone that we bought with the intention of recording dialogue, and the other one was a talkback microphone. It's a little mid-rangey, but I can worry about that in a different phase of the process. So right now, for the purposes of what I'm doing, I take what I like better, the one I want to match to, drag that to before the one I want to match from, as it were, and then bring the volume all the way down. The reason being that I'm doing this in the context of a feature. If I'm doing it in the context of a feature, there's probably music or sound effects or other dialogue or other interviews, whatever, playing before this clip starts. Oops. Didn't need to worry about that. Playing before this clip starts. And so this way I can hear that stuff in context and hear this first line of dialogue in context as I'm doing the match. So here I go down here to the analyzer, pre plus post, hit the EQ match there, and go to input. And what it does is when you go to input, it automatically goes into this mode whereby it's listening and collecting data on what it's matching to. So here it goes. Here it goes. It's collecting data, collecting data, blah, 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 blah. It's drawing this curve that it thinks is good, or that I told it is good. I'm talking about something. And now it's analyzing this clip. And that's that. And now, go to match, copy, Apple Shift C for copying the plugin settings, and then finish. And then here, go paste. I'm talking about something that has nothing to do with anything, and that's that. And I'm still talking about that thing, even though I'm talking on a different microphone in a different room. So that's obviously not perfect. It's probably doing it a little bit too much. I mean, you can definitely hear it doing too much on this space in between, which again, I'm recording on my talkback mic. There's fan noise and things like that. So that's not the best way to demonstrate this, but something I often end up doing is like, okay, you went too far, plugin. Dial it back a little bit. Dial this gain scale back. I'm talking about something that has nothing to do with anything, and that's that. And I'm still talking about that thing, even though I'm talking on a different microphone in a different room. That's getting a lot better. I mean, now we're already starting to hear a pretty good difference. And then you can go in here, you can fine tune it with your own EQ. One of the nice things about this is that then after I get a match, which trust me, it gets a better match on a lot of situations than it does here. But after I get a good match, let's say I want to bring out that mid-rangey part overall, and I can do that with this plugin, and it's after this plugin. So these two things, as far as this one is concerned, are already matched. So here, let me play it for you all together now. I'm talking about something that has nothing to do with anything, and that's that. And I'm still talking about that thing, even though I'm talking on a different microphone in a different room. And that's that. And that's that.